And welcome back to more Super Mario Sunshine! So last time we protected the Sandbird egg in Gelato Beach from a variety of different threats. So this time we're starting out by heading back to Gelato Beach to see how it's doing. Episode 4, The Sandbird is Born. Alright, so thanks to our efforts, the Sandbird has hatched successfully. To actually find the Sandbird, we need to make our way to the tower where it used to be. There are a couple ways to proceed here. One is to use this little sprout to make a staircase, or we could just wall jump up. That sprout won't be there in later episodes, so you might want to practice wall jumping for something coming up in the near future, actually. So once we're at the top of this hill, what we have to do is slide down and jump off this little trampoline and into the tower. The legendary Sandbird is climbing around the tower. Watch your feet. Follow F.L.U.D.'s advice here, because even if you think you're standing on solid ground, it's very easy to slip off. The tail of the Sandbird is the scariest part, because you might actually be able to see once we start moving towards the edge that Mario isn't very steady on it, like he's kind of gradually sliding off. So yes, this is actually a really difficult level. I would say this is one of the most infamous required Shine Sprites. This is also not exactly easy, trying to reposition on the side of the Sandbird's neck as it switches angles. It will also switch back to a horizontal position after a short amount of time, so be ready for that as well. The final red coin is on one of those towers nearby, so once it flips back around, all we have to do is basically get onto its wing and wait for it to be high up enough to make it over there. I would recommend not standing near the edge of the wing for the same reasons as the tail, where you can kind of see Mario jittering around on the wing. So yes, definitely don't stand near any edges, be very careful, try to move quickly but cautiously, and overall, I actually don't think this level is that bad anymore. When I was younger, I definitely struggled with this quite a bit, but having played it so many times, I feel like it's not too terrible. We will also be coming back here at a later time to collect the blue coins around the area, but for now, we have another Shine Sprite. So that takes care of the Sandbird saga of Gelato Beach, so everything from here on out should be a little bit more standalone. Episode 5, Il Piantissimo's Sand Sprint. So, in front of us, we have a new challenger. So let's see what he wants. I am Il Piantissimo, and now we shall race to that flag. It's a race to the finish flag, and only one can triumph. By the way, the current record is 35 seconds. Are you at the ready? Then get set and go! By the way, something I forgot to mention in Riko Harbor Episode 6 is that The sound effect at Go was actually glitched when this collection launched. It was also fixed in the same update that fixed the issues with Bianco Hills Episode 6, and also added in GameCube controller support and some other fixes. The sound effect when the collection launched kind of sounded like a sensor beep, which made it actually really funny, but the most recent update did restore the original sound. Phew, phew, huh, you are pretty good, you have some speed. You have grown ever so slightly in my esteem, slightly. We will meet again, and goodbye. By the way, people have actually taken off his mask, and discovered that he looks a lot like the postman from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. So kind of a neat little reference there. But overall, we kind of crushed his record. If you come back here, I'm pretty sure his speed scales to your previous record, so it does get tougher if you try to get this Shine Sprite again. So after the stressfulness of the Sandbird, I actually think episodes 5 through 7 are a nice little break before another very infamous Shine Sprite that we'll most likely be getting to within this part. Episode 6, Red Coins in the Coral Reef. Even though I think this level is fairly easy, that doesn't mean it's without any challenge. By the way, this is the only level in Gelato Beach that actually has Yoshi. So, for the blue coins that require Yoshi, we will have to come back here just to basically pick up like 3 blue coins, and then everything else should be obtainable in other episodes. So in this coral reef, we have a bunch of red coins. We also have schools of fish that are carrying red coins. Those are the tricky ones. And honestly, this is a level that also benefits from the higher resolution of this port, because when I last played the GameCube version, I actually really struggled with this because I was having a really hard time locating the final few red coins. Also, that's the problem with this level, by the way. They can clip into the ground. So basically, they're not lost, you just have to wait until the school of fish moves in such a way that you can pick up the coin, like so. My advice would be to alternate dive and swim up, which is A and B on GameCube, or B and Y on Switch, or you could use A and Y, but those buttons are really far away from each other, so I'm not sure why you would opt to use those buttons instead. Because I feel like alternating kind of makes you go a little bit faster, and still maintain your level as well. So B will ascend, Y will descend, so alternating will keep you at eye level with those fish. There are also those fish over there. They're not sheeps, they have a different name, and I actually can't remember what it is. I'll try to look it up for when we see them again in a later level. But they will drag Mario to the surface of the water, which in this level isn't too bad. It's pretty easy to swim back up. In a different level, it's actually kind of a problem. So yeah, just kind of alternate, and I find that a really great way to catch up. I assume you could also get the turbo nozzle. That might actually be a little bit overkill, but that is an option. Hypothetically, because they kind of swim away from Mario, I assume you could also kind of push them in a specific direction, like kind of make them go towards a specific spot, where it's easier to get. This is not great luck, by the way. It's really insisting on going into the reef itself. so we just kind of have to hang around here. By the way, we do have an air meter. We cannot swim forever in this game, so we do have to be a little bit careful. This is probably our best chance at getting it that we've had in a while, and even then, it's gonna clip back into the ground. And barely made it. So, yeah, that one can be a little bit tricky. It's not particularly difficult, it's more, annoying, and takes a little bit of trial and error more than anything. So, as per tradition, the next one should be a run-in with Shadow Mario. Episode 7, it's Shadow Mario, after him! So, compared to the last few we've seen, this one is actually kind of easy. I usually don't have too much trouble with this. The biggest challenge is once he starts jumping to the upper levels, but still, it's not even that bad. I do find this game's difficulty curve a little bit inconsistent, though. Dang it, this ain't over! I feel like in general, Gelato Beach is fairly easy, except for like 2 Shine Sprites. One of which being the Sandbird, and one of which being the next one. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Episode 8, The Watermelon Festival. This is probably one of the most hated levels in the entire game. It's yet another one that's not actually that difficult, it's just really frustrating, partly because of the task you're given, and also the weird physics of this game. So, the goal of the Watermelon Festival is to take this watermelon from the top of the hill and carry it down to the pier. That was actually really impressive. Please stop rolling. Wow, okay, that went really well. If it hits, like, a tree or a wall or a cataquack, it will pop, and you have to start over. By the way, it will give you a coin every time it pops, so if you're going for the 100 coin Shine Sprite, you could just keep breaking watermelons over and over again, to just keep getting coins. By the way, taking these smaller watermelons throughout the area also gives you coins, so this is probably the best shine, or best episode for getting the 100 coin shine, using all the different watermelons, either by popping them or taking them to the little juice bar over here. I am amazed that actually went as well as it did. I was expecting this to be a huge ordeal based on actually having pretty good luck throughout this playthrough up until now. I thought this would be where it turned around. Whoa, now that's a big old watermelon, like I've never seen. I don't even need to get out the caliper for this one, you win! But yeah, I'm really expecting we're going to get to a point where we hit a Shine Sprite that's just a complete nightmare because we've had such good luck this far in the playthrough. By the way, these, blender blades will hurt you, but luckily you don't take damage in the, victory animation. I'm still kind of floored that went as well as it did, to be honest. So let's spend some time collecting Shine Sprites in the plaza. I like how I got it to appear before even finishing the sentence, because this one was so easy to get. So all that takes is spraying the sand in that specific spot to make the Shine Sprite icon appear, and you're good to go. So I'm trying to remember which ones we haven't gotten yet, and I think this would be a good time to try out the turbo nozzle for real this time. So over here by the police station, we have another set of doors like the ones we broke down before. Alright, this Shine Sprite is a little bit terrifying. We basically have to dash forwards and jump at the right time. This could very well be our first death of the playthrough. I'm actually really bad at this one. Basically, I tend to overshoot the final platform, so let's see how this goes. If we get this first try, I'll yet again be kind of impressed. I think what happened is I grabbed the ledge and I thought I would overshoot, so I was holding down on the control stick, and that makes you drop. So I actually would have made it if I wasn't holding down, so that was a pretty unfortunate mistake there. Let's see if we can get it this time. There we go. Alright, so, we have completed another major area. So I think next time, let's open up the map actually. It didn't seem as laggy that time. Yeah, we've basically gotten the main 8 Shine Sprites in 4 areas. We still have 3 more to go, so next time, we'll have to start a new area. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Sunshine.